This one should be a fun one for you because you'll get to find out what are the 7 strange things that you need to know about Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, I'm sure after this video, you should know what you should and should not do to be considered a Raleigh local. And now that I really think about it, and I kind of already know what's going to be in this video, I'm not sure if I can be considered a Raleigh local just yet. But with that being said, let's get after it. What's up everybody, Ronnie Polynice here, and if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. If it's not, welcome back. And while I have your attention, make sure to hit the subscribe, like, and the bell so you are notified every time I upload a video telling you what it's like to live or move to Raleigh, North Carolina. You know, I enjoy making these videos because I'm able to share with you exactly what it's like to live here. I would love more the opportunity to help you with any of your real estate needs. So with that being said, the number's gonna pop up right there. Make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. I got your back in this market. Now let's get into the 7 strange things that you need to know about Raleigh, North Carolina. So to start it off, if you didn't know this already, you're gonna know now. Raleigh is actually the capital of North Carolina. However, I'm not going to spitball these boring historian facts. I'm not a historian. I'm just going to share with you again 7 strange things that you should know about Raleigh, North Carolina. And I think what makes Raleigh, the name, strange in itself, it was actually named after a guy, Sir Walter Raleigh. And what makes that even so strange is the fact that Sir Walter is actually a big known thing here with coffee shops in itself. I personally think that it is Starbucks' biggest competitor. So if you don't see any Starbucks cups, you're probably going to see a regular, your typical white cup with the black top. And it's probably coming from Sir Walter's because a lot of people do advocate for that type of coffee. So if you are here, or even if you're thinking about moving or you're visiting, definitely check out Sir Walter's, especially if you are a coffee lover. In addition to its name in itself, Raleigh is considered the triangle, so you'll probably hear that a lot. Also, you hear RTP, which stands for Research Triangle Park. And there's one last one, the City of Oaks. Now, that one I have no idea why it's named the City of Oaks. You could definitely look into that if you're even interested in seeing why it's called the City of Oaks. But one thing I can share is on New Year's Eve, instead of, you know, like they do in New York City, the ball dropping, there's an acorn that drops. So it could be that, you know, they're kind of bouncing the idea of the City of Oaks off of the acorn, the aspect, and the ton of trees that are already in this area. So moving on to the next, North Carolina is actually known to be a barbecue state. I had no idea. I enjoy food though, so it didn't bother me at all. And surprisingly enough, they take it very seriously. So you're gonna want to go ahead and check out what barbecue they have here. I will say I've tried actually a place in, I forget where it is actually, but you can look it up, Prime Barbecue. I went there, tried it, great. You have to try it. Go check it out for yourself, especially if you enjoy barbecue, you like the foodies aspect, you love like just getting a feel of different type of cultures and how people make food. That's a place that you're definitely gonna want to check out. Get there early though, because if you don't get there early, you're gonna have to get what they give you, because this is a very popular place as far as, you know, what barbecue provides there. So that's one point. I would definitely add on to that Hush Puppies. Man, I remember the very first time I tried Hush Puppies. Those things were so good. I had no idea what they were. In fact, I was like, man, what are these things? And I still to this day don't know what they really are, but I try them. I went to the Pit for the very first time and tried it, and I was like, man, I am hooked. So every time, of course, I go to the Pit, what do you think I'm gonna get first? I get my Hush Puppies. They give you that nice, sweet, oh man, let's just go and try it, man. You gotta try it for yourself. But then the last but not least, the fried chicken. So I'm a fried chicken guy anyway, so this, you know, it was right up my alley. I had no problem with it. Beasley's Chicken is actually a place where I can vouch for and just say check it out, because their chicken and waffles are good. The chicken in general is good. And I mean, you can't ever go wrong with fried chicken, especially if you're down south. So this one hits home for me because I've talked about colleges on many different videos, and obviously the colleges I brought up were NC State, Wake Tech, UNC, Duke University. Like, I brought up the big names, but I failed to remember one of the ones that is special to Raleigh, special to the HBCUs. That's Shaw University. The interesting fact with Shaw University is it is the first HBCU school in the South. Now, I don't know how I forgot about Shaw University. I pass by it very frequently, given that it is downtown. I guess I just I just got lost in the wind because the way it is structured, it's like downtown and it's just spread out all throughout downtown. But I don't know how I missed it, but I'm not missing on this one. I had to give you guys that fact because I think it's a really, really big fact, especially because it is the first HBCU school in the South. If you found any of the facts interesting or strange, or better yet, you didn't know any of these facts, make sure to hit the like, make sure to hit the subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so you are notified every time I do these videos. Now let's keep moving on through the list. Number 4, Raleigh is an educated city. Now you're probably thinking, how is Raleigh an educated city? Well, I mentioned just on the previous slide here, number 3, which was the HBCUs and Shaw University. All the schools that surround Raleigh and stuff, I mean, what do you really expect? I mean, you have major schools, you have major attractions. It is the South, better weather. I mean, what better could you ask for, really? And it's also very much known as a good place for businesses and for other career choices for those that are graduating. So there's opportunities left and right, especially if you are a just graduating college student. Now, I know for myself, I was just graduated years ago, and I was like, man, where am I going to get a job? That was the toughest thing, but I think in North Carolina, you'll be just fine, given especially the bright future that it does have ahead of it. Number 5, North Carolina is prone to hurricanes. However, Raleigh gets a hurricanes, but it's not as bad as probably people anticipate or even think of when you hear a hurricane in itself. Raleigh being closer to inland, yes, you do get the aftermath, the effect of hurricanes that do come from maybe the beach aspect of everything. However, they are not as bad as you may think. I've experienced a few of them, and I've never really braced for impact. I didn't go grocery shopping. I didn't really do anything. It could be poor preparation on my end, absolutely. So don't take my experiences as something that you should do. I definitely think you should always prepare yourself for the worst case scenario. However, I haven't experienced anything bad, and until then, I think I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because it's working. But if you were to experience a massive hurricane, you know, if you were to get onto Interstate 40, drive about 2 hours straight to the beach. Wrightsville Beach is one of the first beaches that you'll probably come across, and that's probably where you can want to brace for impact a little bit more. And of course, if you were in the Outer Banks on those islands, you're definitely going to want to prepare yourself a little bit more because, of course, hurricanes, water, ocean, yeah, you can put the pieces together. However, North Carolina being prone to hurricanes, Raleigh doesn't really experience too much, which is very interesting. This one is very funny to me, and it's very strange because I come from Northeast where I am used to snow. I'm used to inches, feet, getting snowstorms, trapped in my home for a couple of days until they could clean the roads. But here in Raleigh, North Carolina, whenever there is whenever there is snow on the ground, just everything gets shut down. So just get ready for that one. I will share a very quick story with you. I remember, just to kind of give you a perspective of how things actually happen when it snows here. So it was one year it snowed. But it wasn't too much snow, but it was enough snow on the ground for Raleigh to say, up, shut down, everybody stay home, do your thing. However, by noon, 3 p.m., I would say, that all the snow was gone. Why? Because no one shoveled, no one did anything. I know I didn't do anything. It was the sun. The sun came out, Mother Nature did her job and literally melted all of it. All you saw was puddles by the end of the day. That was historical to me because that moment was a light bulb moment. It was like, man, you guys, no, Raleigh, North Carolina just does not have the infrastructure to do anything when it comes to snow. That is not even their game plan. They don't really care. They're just going to shut things down whenever they hear or mention snow. So that's something you can prepare yourself for. Again, really interesting, really strange that, you know, even though it does snow here, there's nothing in place to help clean up the snow. Last but not least, number 7, my favorite number, by the way, how to become a Raleigh local. Now, I found this really interesting because when I was looking at the list, I was like, man, I don't think I can consider myself a Raleigh local just yet, just because I didn't know that there was a list out there to help people get familiarized with the area. I was just trying things just to be able to try things for my interest. But now that I know there's a list, of course, I'm going to tackle that list, and then I can be able to tell people, hey, I'm a Raleigh local now. Nothing you can do. However, going through the list now, eat a burger at the Players Retreat. You're going to want to go to the North Carolina State Fair, sorry. You're going to want to eat barbecue and eat a hot dog from Snoopy specifically. See a Wolfpack football game, and that's NC State's football game. Treat yourself to Howling ice cream, and last but not least, see the Acorn Drop on New Year's Eve. So those are the few things that you could do to go ahead and make yourself or even try to become a Raleigh local, if that is, of course, something you are even interested in. So with that being said, that is the 7 things that I found strange or either interesting that can help you with either understanding what Raleigh is all about, or better yet, what the things that you should know about Raleigh, North Carolina before moving here, or if you're already here. However, always remember, I am a licensed realtor here in North Carolina, and just as I enjoy making these videos, I would love for the opportunity to help you with your real estate needs. The number is going to pop up here. If you do have any questions, please give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. I got your back in this market. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Crazy. Sorry.